hey there again, Panthers. So all the instruments that you just saw are some type of horn, and horns are impressive instruments. They're loud and they're fun to play. And when I was in high school, I used to play a type of horn called the trombone. So what makes a horn a horn? Well, it's how it makes the sound. So you might remember on a string instrument, like the ukulele, sound is made when the string vibrates. With a horn, it's actually your lips that vibrate, and then the rest of the instrument gathers together that sound from your lips, puts it all together, makes it louder, and it comes out really nice and loud. So I'm going to show you how to play a horn and then how to make your own. The most fun part about learning how to play a horn is making the silly noises first. So, the first thing we're going to do is just get our lips vibrating. You've probably done this before. Go ahead and try it. Okay, the next thing is we're going to make a little circle with our forefinger, with our index finger, and our thumb. We're going to put that up to our mouth while we're vibrating our lips, just like this. And then the last thing I want you to try right now is while your lips are vibrating and you've got it in there, I want you to tighten the corners of your mouth like this. Watch. You go, squeeze it nice and tight, and you'll be able to raise the sound of that up so it sounds kind of low and then it'll sound higher. So try it like this. You go. Pretty silly sounding, huh? Now that you can make silly noises, it's time for you to find your own horn. Looking around my house, this is what I saw. It's an old soda bottle, and I cut the end of it off there so that the air can travel all the way through. And this side here, that's where I put my mouth. It's just about the same size as what we were doing with our thumb and our index finger, like that. You might also look for a short piece of pipe, but whatever it is, make sure that you clean this off real nice and good before you put your mouth on it. Then, give it a whirl and see how it works. Alright, have some fun playing your horn this week, and I will catch you later. Howdy, Panthers! It's great to be back in another video with you, and this week I'm excited to share a type of song called Around. What's around, you might ask? Well, it's a special melody that you sing over and over again, and the singers start one after the other. So we're going to use a song you already know, and I'll show you where the singers come in. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, so that was the melody, and we're going to start off with the level 1 round, and you would need one other person to help you with this, somebody else who can sing that melody with you, and you'll start, and then they're going to start halfway through the song. So, it would look a little something like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Our level 2 challenge with rounds today is that you'll need to find 3 other people to sing with you. And they're each going to come in shortly after the first person starts. So watch this so that you can see where each person would come in. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Your boat gently down the stream. 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 Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So it is kind of difficult when you hear those other voices to make sure that you keep singing your part. So you really have to focus on your part while you're singing around. Now, here's a level 3 that I did a little bit by myself. So I've got instruments and I've got singing, all part of the round. Take a look at this. So it's just a minute or two before 7 o'clock, and at 7, as you might have heard, we celebrate our healthcare workers by making a whole bunch of noise to show them that we appreciate them putting their lives on the line for us right now. So I'm going to sing a song for them today. There we go, it's 7 o'clock. For they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows, that nobody can deny, that nobody can deny, that nobody can deny. For they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows, for they are jolly good fellows. Make sure you take time at 7 o'clock. Celebrate too.
Hola Panteras, hoy quiero leerles un libro que se llama El desierto es mi madre. Es un libro, pero también es un poema. Hi Panthers, today I want to read you The Desert is My Mother. And this book, one cool thing about it is that it's not just a book, it's also a poem. Y pensé que eso sería una inspiración. Este domingo que viene es Día de las Madres y pensé que esto podría ser una inspiración para escribirle un poema a su madre o a la persona que te cuide, tu tía o tu abuelita, quien sea. So this Sunday is going to be Mother's Day, and I thought this might be a good inspiration for you to write a poem for your mother or whoever it is that takes care of you, your aunt or your grandmother. So I'm going to read this, and you can be thinking about how you might write your own poem. Voy a leerlo y puedes ir pensando en cómo podrías escribir tu propio poema. El desierto es mi madre, por Pat Mora. Le digo, dame de comer. Me sirve rojas tunas en nopal espinoso. Le digo, juguetea conmigo. Me salpica la cara con gotitas de lluvia en día asoleado. Le digo, asústame. Me grita con truenos y me tira relámpagos. Le digo, abrázame. Me susurra, acuéstate aquí. Le digo, cúrame. Me da manzanilla, orégano y hierbabuena. Le digo, acaríciame. Me roza la cara con su cálido aliento. Le digo, hazme bella. Me ofrece turquesa para mis dedos, una flor rosada para mi cabello. Le digo, cántame. Me arrulla con sus canciones de viento. Le digo, enséñame, y florece en el brillo del sol, en el silencio de la nieve, en las arenas más secas. El desierto es mi madre. El desierto es mi madre poderosa. Pueden ver aquí cómo está escrito en forma de poema. Si tú quieres escribir un poema para su madre o tía o abuelita, podrías comparar tu madre a otra cosa. En este libro escuchamos que la niña comparó el desierto a su madre. Yo escribí un poema corto, muy corto, como un ejemplo de cómo ustedes podrían escribir un poema para su madre. So this poem compared the desert to a mother, and I thought that this might be good inspiration for you to write your own poem. You could compare your mother to something and give it to your mother on Mother's Day, or to your aunt or to your grandmother, whoever takes care of you. So here's my example that I wrote really quickly. Mi madre es como una liga. Nos une a todos en la familia. Es flexible y me ayuda cuando lo necesita. Me abraza con su fuerza. So I wrote this poem really quickly as just a little example of how you could compare something to your mother, and then you could give it to your mother for Mother's Day. My mother is like a rubber band. She unites us all as a family. She is flexible and she helps me when I need it. She hugs me tight. Ok, espero que se inspiren a escribir un poema y que disfruten su Día de las Madres. I hope you get inspired to write a poem, and I hope you have a great Mother's Day. Adiós, Panteras!
Hola, Panteras. I'm sitting out in my garden today checking on my plants that I've put, my little starter seeds that I've put into the garden. They are growing quite well and enjoying the sun and the rain. And I just wanted to share some of the progress with you. As you can see, look at those plants growing. OBOB is a fun reading competition that Wriggler has participated in for the last 4 years. Today I want to give you a little introduction to it and share the books that are part of this year's 16 titles. So let's go inside and see what all the excitement is about. OBOB stands for Oregon Battle of the Books. Welcome to the introduction. OBOB is a reading competition for all of Oregon schools for students grade 3 through 12th. Our division is grades 3 through 5. It's fun, full of learning, loaded with a list of great books. Great practice for good sportsmanship. OBOB is not required. It is totally volunteer. A solo competition. You will always be working with a team in the competitions. A tournament just at our school. The team that wins at our school will go on to regionals, and the teams that win at regionals will go on to state. All students reading all books. You will take the list of 16 and divide those up between all the people on your team. You do not have to read all of the books yourself. Only for book nerds. The books are written at different levels, so whether you are a voracious reader or you just like to read for fun, there are books for you to read. Now here is a little sample of an OBOB competition at Glencoe Elementary.
In which book does someone not want to pick up lunch from the dirt, claiming to be allergic to it? Correct. Well, so that's what's correct.
There's 16 books and there's 2 categories of questions. There's in which book questions, where they ask you in which book did so-and-so say this, or when does this happen.
In which book does someone fill an imaginary string with beads when feeling bored?
Chance for us to read books, get to know different genres of books, and get to know our friends better and work on a team.
To find out more, we're going to visit the OBOB tab on the Wriggler Library page. So, as you can see, I have updated our book lists here for OBOB. And I just wanted to point out a few special things about this. Number 1, los títulos en azul están disponibles para su pago en la biblioteca Wriggler. Solamente libros que están en español este año es La profecía super sorda y Espacios pequeños. here is the updated list. And as you can see, there's the title, the author, and then I've added these links. If you click on this link, it will take you straight to this book. If it says ebook, it's only readable. If it says ebook and audiobook, that means you can either read it on a device or you can listen to it. Most of these books have holds, but you can put a hold on it, and when it's your turn, they will show up on your device. The only thing you need to be able to read these books is your Multnomah County Library card. I've also updated our OBOB slideshow. Each slide has a book and a summary of what the book is about. So you can read each of these and decide whether you would like to read this book or not. And for our 5th graders, here is a link to the 6th through 8th grade OBOB book list for next year. Now, if you would like to find out more about what OBOB is, come over here and click on OBOB Overview. You can find more information, including a link to the website for Organ Battle of the Books, which gives you a whole bunch of information to better understand what this is. I will still need to update these posters. They haven't put the new ones out yet. And this is the whole video of what I showed you just parts of a few minutes ago. Now, let's talk about the read-alouds for the OBOB books. I've decided to read one of the OBOB books out loud to share with everybody. And you will have a chance to choose which of the 3 that you would most like to hear. So let's get started with that. Now that we've explored the OBOB pages, I am going to share 3 book trailers that I made, and you will decide which of those 3 sound like a book that you would like to hear read aloud. The winner will be the book that I read aloud for the next couple of weeks, Monday through Thursday, reading 1 to 2 chapters every day. Now it's your turn to decide which book you would like to hear read aloud. A Boy Called Bat by Elana K. Arnold, Changeling by William Ritter, or Fatty Legs by Christy Jordan Fenton and Margaret Pokiak Fenton. After you see the following book trailers, vote on Google Classroom or Seesaw for the book you would like to hear me read aloud for the next couple of weeks. A Boy Called Bat by Elana K. Arnold. For Bixby Alexander Tam, nicknamed Bat, life tends to be full of surprises. Some of them good, some not so good. Today, though, is a good surprise day. Bat's mom, a veterinarian, has brought home a baby skunk, which she needs to take care of until she can hand him over to a wild animal shelter. But the minute Bat meets the kit, he knows they belong together, and he's got 1 month to show his mom that a baby skunk might just make a pretty terrific pet. Will Bat be able to keep his pet skunk? You'll have to read A Boy Called Bat to find out. Changeling by William Ritter. Magic is fading from the wildwood. To renew it, goblins must perform an ancient ritual involving the rarest of their kind, a newborn changeling. But when the night arrives to trade a human baby for a goblin one, something goes terribly wrong. After laying the changeling in a human infant's crib, the goblin Cole is briefly distracted. By the time he turns back, the changeling has already perfectly mimicked the human child. Too perfectly. Cole cannot tell them apart, so he leaves both babies behind. Tin and Cole are raised as human twins, neither knowing what secrets may be buried deep inside one of them. When they are 13 years old, a mysterious message arrives, calling the brothers to be heroes and protectors of magic. The boys must leave their sleepy town and risk their lives in the wild wood, journeying through the deep dark to reach the goblin horde and uncover who they truly are. Will they learn who they are? Will they be able to protect the magic? We'll have to read the book to find out. Fatty Legs, a true story by Christy Jordan Fenton and Margaret Pokiak Fenton. 8-year-old Margaret Pokiak has her sights on learning to read, even though it means leaving her village in the high Arctic. Faced with unceasing pressure, her father finally agrees to let her make the 5-day journey to attend school, but he warns Margaret of the terrors of residential school. At school, Margaret soon encounters the Raven, a black-cloaked nun with a hooked nose and bony fingers that resemble claws. She immediately dislikes the strong-willed young Margaret. Intending to humiliate her, the heartless Raven gives gray stockings to all the girls, all except Margaret, who gets red ones. In an instant, Margaret is the laughingstock of the entire school. In the face of such cruelty, will Margaret be intimidated, or will she give the Raven a lesson in the power of human dignity? Read Fatty Legs to find out.
So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the tour of OBOB. Make sure you go on Google Classroom or Seesaw and vote for the read aloud that you want to hear. The winner starts next week. Bye-bye.